in case anyone sees this, all that shit in those Epstein files, there's no reason to believe that it's not all still going on with the same group of piece of shit that were perpetrating this shit in the first fucking place. The same piece of shit politicians who are choosing not to release this information because they are choosing to protect the people who were involved with this satanic death cult. So I'm speaking on blue sky. These people who are coming out trying to act like this is just this Trump group, they need to acknowledge it's their own people that they are continuing to try to put into power that are also involved and that are also refusing to release this information. I have said in the past that these systems of taxation empower the worst people because they reward whoever's the most ruthless and who's ever willing to do the most evil shit. I continue to hold that position, and I continue to have essentially no fucking audience except for one guy who I know from back when, and I got a guy who read my book. I've had like two people, I guess, who've read my book. One who purchased it, and one who I gave a copy to. Where I propose a better system, and I take you right through them, market by market, to explain how this can work. And it just, I have to put a lot of blame on technology, on these media sites that have either banned me or have shadow banned me and prevented this information from getting out there. But I also have to say that I have given away a lot of books. I've given away a lot of cards. I've called out people in person, and people have still remained uninterested in a system better than the one that has resulted in what we are finding out, what some of us have suspected for a long time, and what other people are still seemingly not even aware of or barely aware of, even though the information is starting to move and some people are becoming aware. So yeah, I have to try to maintain my own spiritual health, and recognize that most people haven't had the kind of experiences I've had that have led me to God, and to goodness. There have been times in my life where I have sinned and I've hurt people, I've been selfish, I've been dishonest, I've done a lot of shitty things. And for me, I had to get to a place of powerlessness Um, and a lot of people haven't gotten there. They don't believe they're powerless. These people on Blue Sky believe, oh, we're just going to elect someone better, and that's going to be the solution. But they're going to elect this. The only person this party they support is going to put in that position is going to be a bad fucking person. Um, this you see a lot of similar policies, one administration to the next, despite this rhetoric like there's this great difference. Um, Immigration laws already existed under the last administration. So did the war, the support of these foreign nations. I mean, nothing dramatic has changed in the law or in the fucking reality of inflation, of economic fucking hell for most people, of never ending wars, of restricted economic markets, of taxes, of all the same shit that continues to empower these satanic child eating pieces of garbage. So the dollar is going to collapse. That is a fucking promise. When that happens, they will be powerless and they will figure that out. Might happen extraordinarily soon, as I explained in my last video. Shanghai's closed this coming week, but there's still physical demand that's going to materialize in Mumbai, which is the world's largest physical silver market, and throughout the world, including probably some who participate in Shanghai that are going to be trading off books or off exchange or on a different exchange or whatever. People still need that physical, and the West still is allowing it to slip out of their hands at cheap discounted rates because they're trying to prevent a financial crisis and a dollar collapse. They can't prevent either of these deals. You know, some people might say, oh, you shouldn't promise things because you can't see the future. And I'm willing to risk the chance that a God who is a good God is going to somehow intervene to protect this ruling regime that isn't good. I'm going to stake my credibility on that while acknowledging I don't know God's full plan here. So, yeah, today they managed to only drain like 100,000 ounces from registered, or yesterday, I guess. But they had millions of ounces leaving JP Morgan's eligible holdings, which means that bank drained their reserves to cap this price, because of course, you know, if you're a bank that big, well, you're part of this club, right? So, this satanic fucking one. And people should have listened, man. They should have listened to Teal Swan. They should have listened to anyone who's come out and said these horrible things have happened. I'm telling you, they're still happening. I'm telling you right now, while you watch this, there's probably some fucking kids getting abused by these monsters. So, you just let me know when you're ready to have a conversation about what can be done.